Recording in progress.
All right. All right. Yeah. Saturn, Jupiter, and the Mars. It's 10,000. Right. And that's where you say for that's for Saturn, right? So it needs to be loaded either between G triple nine. Yeah. Uh-huh. Hmm. Hmm. Oh hell. Where's that? Hold on, it must be over here. Now, where's the calculator at again? The goddamn calculator. Babe, where the calculator at? Now, where's the fucking calculator? Hey, calculator. Hold on, yeah, I'm trying to get a fucking calculator. Yeah, I won't be able to hold that. Hold on, man. Damn it. I got a calculator in my fucking truck. If you can, hold on. Let me get my calculator out my truck. righty. Hold on, you said either Bitcoin, Tether. Yeah, Ethereum. Or Tether. Okay, I got it. It's got to be either one of those. Okay. Say that again. All right. Do it. Say it again. 10,000. Right. 0.0. Hold on. 350 divided by what now? 0.02. Okay. Yeah, it didn't even do nothing. Hold on. Hold on. I guess I need hold on. Hold on. Click. Uh no, it's hold on. Yeah, it's for some reason 35000 divided by 0.02. It's not giving me anything. I can't. That's what it's doing. Yeah, 350,000. 350,000 divided by divided by 0.0. It's not doing anything. calculator ain't doing nothing on that. It's a project. Right, hold on. Let me use the phone. Let's do this. At 17,500,000. Mm-hmm. 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 So multiply 17,500,000 by. Okay, so hold on. 0.0055. Hold on. A 9,625. Hold on. Hold on. Let me go back. Uh, hold on. That's what it is. That's what it is. 17,500,000. That's that's it. 17,500,000 times 0.000055. 96,250. Yeah. Mm. Hold on. Let me pull this down and open this back up. Okay. That's at Saturn, right? 66 months. Right. Mm. 5.5. Okay. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, 66 months. That's 5.5 years. Hmm. Right. Okay. All right. No, I don't see no 1.4 million. Hold on, hold on. Okay, hold on. Oh yeah, it's on the other side, the right side. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I see your arrow. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. 0.75. Okay, hold on. All right, hold on. You hear me now? One, hold on. 1, 4, 1, 4, 6, 9, 9, 3, 0, 0, 0. That's 1,102,447. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let me see that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. Let me clear this up here. 1, 2, 3, 7. You said you said divided by 6. 16,703.75. Yeah. 200,000. Over on the right, total lock Lydian starters. Mhm. Right, right. Reward harvesting each 30-day. Yeah. God damn. Damn. Mm-hmm. But I got to buy, right, but I got to buy the Ethereum, Bitcoin, or the Tether just to even buy the fucking mining certificate. So, right. So, would it be best to just take G triple nine coins that I got and get some certificates with that? Right, right. That's what I'm saying. That's why I want to start small. Right, right, right. See, because I'm gonna be real with you. I know Saturn is yeah, that's a weird because you got to come in with 10 stacks. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You just showing me something. Right, right. Mm-hmm. 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 Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's all the blue. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right, right. Every 45 days. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Even if I start low, I just want to see it actually working. You know what I'm saying? I want to see it actually moving so I can see what to do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I only got 4 months to load it though. Okay, so I can. Mm-hmm. Right, right. Yeah, if you talking an extra, you talking about extra $2,000 every 45 days. We're Venus. Yeah, but I got to get them 5 stacks to get started. Mm-hmm. 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 It's a lot of shit, boy. Oh, hey, you say get the. Yeah, I'm saying, but just getting the certificate, like you say that what was that? Venus? What was it? 5 grand? So and you got how long to get it? A year? Yeah, but I mean for getting it actually, I mean, right, but then I'm saying to actually get it, when you
Do
punch
not
it
see your
in to
sponsor's
get the
name at the top of the
certificate
form.
like
Please
you
reach
did it
out to the person.
today. Uh if you yeah. Mhm. Yeah, but it has to be loaded first. Right. That's what I'm saying. So if it's a Saturn at, just say Saturn, or just say a Venus is at what was it, 1,500, and a load at 10,000 or something like that. You'll have 4 months to get 10,000 the max loaded. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 2750 to load it. On 10. So that means, yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, but I'm gonna either have to get more. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to get more. I'm gonna have to get more G triple nines and shit like that, Ethereum, and let that shit kind of turn over and use that as collateral. To, oh no, no.
It says settings, and there is a pull down. You click on that pull
Okay,
down,
okay.
and 4 items will drop down.
All
We're going to
right.
click on the second of those 4 items, which is KYC. KYC is an acronym for Know Your Client or Know Your Customer. There are certain requirements for you to be what's known as KYC approved. We're going to explain those requirements to you as we speak. This is going to be a little homework for you. There are 3 things that you need to take a photograph of, and we strongly suggest you save that photograph in a JPEG format. The reason we suggest that is because JPEG works seamlessly on every platform that we do business. What you're going to do is take a snapshot of the front of your ID, a snapshot of the back of your ID, and you're going to take a selfie with you holding the ID. Now, I was always told that a picture's worth 1,000 words, so we're going to share some pictures with you. This is what your ID needs to look like. It needs to be on a black or dark background to make sure all 4 corners are visible. If all 4 corners are not visible, family, they're going to decline your KYC docs. Also, make sure that everything is legible and everything is up to date. Once you've done that, you take a photograph of that, you flip it over on the back, and you do the exact same thing. Make sure all 4 corners are visible. And then what you're going to do is make sure that everything is up to date and legible. Take a snapshot of that. Now it's time to take your selfie. Notice the selfie must be a headshot. If you send a full-length picture of you holding your ID, they're going to decline the KYC documents. No hats, no sunglasses. If you have on glasses on your ID, make sure you have on glasses when you take the selfie. If you don't have on glasses, we strongly suggest you don't put on glasses. Hold the ID close enough to your face so they can recognize you in the photograph. Again, make sure that it is clear and legible. If they cannot make out the photograph on your ID, they are going to decline your KYC docs. Now you've completed your homework. We're going to go back to your back office. That section that we talked about over here on the left, the control panel, you're simply going to scroll down and you click on KYC. Now you're going to come in and fill in the blanks, basically. Everywhere you see an asterisk, you're going to fill in your information. Put in your address exactly as it appears on your ID, the state, the city, and the country. You scroll down, family, then you're going to put in your zip code. Then and only then are you ready to upload your homework. Now, notice the order that they're asking for, the order in the reverse order that we displayed with you how to create them. They want to see the selfie with the ID first, then the photograph of the front of the ID, the photograph of the back of the ID. Then you want to put in your expiration date. Put it in exactly in the format that you see here. 2 digits for the month, 2 digits for the date, 4 digits for the year. If your ID expires on March 3rd of 2025, you put in 03032025. If for whatever reason you do not have an expiration date on your ID, and that is extremely rare, click the box that says my ID does not have an expiration date, click submit. If you have done everything properly, it will go through without a hitch. If there were any mistakes that were made on the initial process, it will highlight the area that requires additional attention, give you the opportunity to go back and repair that area, and then you can submit your documents. Once you've submitted your documents, it normally takes 12 to 24 hours for you to get your approval back. Once your approval is back, now not only can you upload funds to your particular platform, but you can remove funds from your platform. Please note, family, you can upload funds on any platform that you're doing business on in the digital space. However, you cannot remove a single coin or a single penny off of any particular platform that you're doing business on until you're KYC approved. That being the case, This is your state-of-the-art back office. Again, it's absolutely free of charge. You can visit with Miss Lydia anytime you choose. And remember, your control panel, which basically navigates you throughout the back office, is over on your left. What we're going to do now, family, is we're going to go to another platform that you have access to absolutely free of charge. And that platform is called GS Trade. The GS stands for Gold Standard Trade. Always look in the upper left-hand corner. It will tell you which platform you're on. Now, the question is, how do you get the GS Trade? You simply type in gstrade.exchange. And when you hit enter, it's going to bring you to a page that looks identical to this. It will give you the option to register. Notice that GS Trade is our fully functional, fully licensed exchange where you can buy, sell, trade, do whatever you choose with what you have. When you click on the registration button, it looks similar to what we've seen before. Again, the area in red is telling you to avoid any unnecessary delays. Make sure that your KYC information is exactly as it appears on your government ID. Notice that they reversed the order here. The first thing they want you to enter is an active email address. Then put in your first name exactly as it appears on the ID, last name exactly as it appears on the ID. Create a password. Again, on that document that you created with your GS Partners password on it, you want to put a space below there and you want to put in GS Trade because this is your exchange platform and you want to put in the password that you're basically creating over here. Now, all passwords must be a minimum of 8 characters. However, on GS Trade, they have one requirement. You have to include at least one special character. Special characters would be anything from an exclamation point or a $sign. They will list the various special characters that are applicable. I encourage you, make sure you write down the password for your GS Trade account. Then you simply download to your computer or to your smart device the terms and conditions or policies and procedures, whatever you choose to call them. Click the button that says, I am not a robot. It's a one-piece puzzle, family. Simply you take the missing piece and put it in the puzzle and click register. When you click register, it's going to send you a confirmation email, very similar to what you received on GS Partners. The difference with this confirmation email, if you notice, the background is completely white. And at the top, it says GS Trade, or better, Gold Standard Trade. All we're going to do is click on the verification email again. Once you click on the verification email, it's going to bring you to your state-of-the-art back office, and it's going to allow you to log in. Notice you have to register before you even get an opportunity to log in. How do you log in? You take your email address that you put in and you put in the password. Your email address is going to be your username to log into your back office, and then the password that you selected is going to be the password. Once you've done that, family, it'll bring you into this back office and it's going to automatically default to the settings button. When it defaults to the settings button, because we're on GS Trade, you cannot move forward on GS Trade until you've completed what's called two-factor authentication. Two-factor authentication, for those of you who may not be familiar with it, is an extra layer of security to protect your digital assets. You cannot move anywhere on this platform until that's completed. If you're not familiar with how to set up a two-factor authentication, we strongly encourage you go to your app store and you download Google Authenticator. Now, we suggest Google Authenticator for one very important reason. It works seamlessly on every platform that we do business with. You can choose some of the others if you want, but we know without a shadow of a doubt, Google Authenticator is by far one of the more effective ones. Once you've downloaded that to your smart device, you can come back into your back office and it's going to give you the ability to enable your two-factor authentication. Again, family, anytime you see something in red, please take your time to read it carefully. And it states, please be aware that this code is vital for your recovery. They're talking about this code right here, family. We basically call this your two-factor recovery code. Now, this is a code that you want to safeguard like all other important documents that you share. Excuse me, understanding This particular code is going to be vital should anything happen to your smart device. What we encourage you to do is take 2 photographs of this and basically print out 2 hard copies of this. You want to keep a photograph and you want to keep a hard copy, and you want to provide a photograph and a hard copy to your beneficiary. Once again, should anything happen to your smart device, this code is the only way that you will gain access excuse me, to your back office. Here's the thing that I want each and every one of you to understand. Without this code, it basically takes an act of Congress for you to get into your back office. With this code, you simply provide it to our corporate office. What they will do is they will simply push a button and you will gain access to your back office. That code is vital to your success. Once you've done that, family, you're going to come in and this button at the top that says dashboard will light up. Notice that you have 6 options here. The option that we're going to click on is KYC, because you need to complete your KYC documents again here. Remember, we are familiar with KYC. KYC is nothing more than an acronym for Know Your Customer or Know Your Client. There's this KYC process is 3 steps. You cannot proceed to step 2 and 3 until you've successfully been verified at step 1. Step 1 is called bronze. What you're going to do is enter your first name, last name, exactly as they appear on your government ID, and you're going to enter the homework that you created, the snapshot of the front of your ID. Again, all 4 corners must be visible. Everything must be legible and up to date. Once you've submitted that, it normally takes 12 to 24 hours for you to get a successful verification back. Then and only then can you proceed to the silver stage. Silver stage is all about completing or filling in the blanks. All you're going to do is enter the country that you're currently residing in, your postal code, the city, and the phone code. Phone code is that first digit to make an international or long distance phone call. Then you enter your phone number. No spaces, no dashes, just your phone number. And your address, it must match identically with the address that's on your government ID. Then click submit. That normally takes 24 to 48 hours to come back. After that, family, you simply move over to the gold stage. Once you've been successfully verified at silver, the gold stage. Gold stage is really simple because we can utilize the same homework that we did on GS Partners. You're going to do it in reverse order on GS Trade. The first thing that they want to see is the front photograph of your ID. Then they want to see the back photograph of the ID. Of course, all 4 corners must be visible. If they're not visible, family, they're going to decline your KYC docs. Then you enter your selfie. Once you've done that, that normally takes 24 to 36 hours for you to get an approval back. Once everything has been approved, now you have a fully functioning, fully licensed exchange. You can buy, sell, trade a vast array of different assets that you have at your disposal. Everything that I just shared with you is available to you absolutely free of charge. Now, we're going to leave Gold Standard Trade and we're going to go back to Gold Standard Partners. The reason we're going to go back to Gold Standard Partners, we're going to share some other information with you. Now, all we're doing is clicking on our control panel. We're going to scroll down. This time, we're going to click on the profile button, the first option under settings. And in profile, we're going to show you how to complete your beneficiary information. The reason that we're doing this is that beneficiary information is extremely important should something happen to you. All you're going to do is click on profile. When you click on profile, family, this is the page that's going to pop up. What we're going to do is we're simply going to scroll down to the second page. And the bottom half of that page, it brings you to 2 preference areas. You have a preference area to your left and a preference area to your right. We're going to click on the one on the right. We're going to focus on beneficiary information. Now, I'm going to read this and I need you to listen carefully. It specifically states, in order to add a beneficiary account, you and the beneficiary must be KYC approved and be an active Brand Advantage subscription holder. Think about that, family. You and the beneficiary. Now, understanding when we first launched as a company, subscriptions were only available on an annual basis. But because we're doing business in well over 150 countries across the globe, our chairman of the board, Mr. Joseph Haidt, decided that in many of those countries, an annual subscription is just unattainable. So what he did, he gave you the option of basically securing your membership on a monthly basis. So for as little as $33 a month, you can be in business for yourself, but never by yourself. Now, why is this beneficiary information so important? Because family, should anything happen to you and you don't have your beneficiary information properly set up, do you realize your digital assets will be lost forever? In the last 19 months, unfortunately, we've lost far too many members of the Wealth Builders Worldwide family and the GS Partners family as whole to untimely deaths. Here's the thing that I want you to understand. Many of those did not have their proper beneficiary information set up. Family, all of those assets will be lost. The reason that we put this piece in is we want you to know that all you have to do is complete your KYCs and make sure that you have an active brand subscription. Then and only then can you add a beneficiary. Now, you notice the name is Mike Johnson. That's because this is my wife's account. If you went to my account, my wife is my beneficiary. You want to make sure that information is in place to safeguard your digital assets. Now, we've taken it a step further. Please take a screenshot of this document. This document is what myself and Miss Nicole Nikki Knox created to assist you to understand the importance of safeguarding your digital assets. Now, we've listed many of the items that we came up with, and I'm sure you could add to this list, but there are a couple things on here that we definitely want to bring to your attention, because we're not going to cover this in detail, but please, family, note that you want to make sure you provide contact information to the key members of your mastermind group to your beneficiary. Let me explain a mastermind group. Those are those individuals that you work with on a day-to-day basis who are familiar with what you're trying to accomplish with your digital assets. A perfect example is Miss Nicole Nikki Knox is a member of my mastermind group. I have a photograph of Nikki. My wife has met Nikki. I have her phone number, and I also have all of the various areas where Nikki can assist my wife should anything happen to me. That's the power of a mastermind group. They have a certain expertise that can assist your beneficiary to manage these digital assets. We realize all of this is new to each and every one of us. But here's the other thing that we want to highlight to you. There was a training done by an executive in GS Partners. His name is Dr. David Hollins. Phenomenal training. Now, he is a professional he is what you would consider a professional financial advisor. Now, please note, myself, Ms. Nicole Nikki Knox, Brother Eric Teray Mohammed, we are not financial advisors, and we're not advising you on your finances. However, Dr. Hollins is a financial advisor, and one of the things that he shared with us in that very special training that he provided was the power of living trust and living will. See, a living trust and a living will, family, is where you can safeguard your digital assets. So should something happen to you, those digital assets would never become public information. In a living trust and a living will, you can safeguard those digital assets. The only person that has access to what you have in that living trust is the beneficiary to that trust. Please, I encourage you, take a screenshot of this and sit down with your loved ones and work out what works best for you and your family. Now, enough of that stuff. We're going to come back here now, and we have the good fortune of going in over on the control panel section. What we're going to do, family, is we're going to go down to the section that says financial. And the reason we're clicking on financial is we're going to show you how to fund your account. You see, you have this state-of-the-art back office. Now we're going to show you how to add funds to this account so you can go in and basically secure any of the digital assets that you choose to purchase. Once you click on that financial tab, family, it's going to bring you to a pull down section. And all we're going to do is click on deposits. Now, everything that we do is digital in nature, which means the money that you put on your account must be digital in nature. And there are 3 individual digital assets that you can fund your initial account with. The 3 assets are Bitcoin, which is BTC, Ethereum, which is ETH, and Tether, which is USDT. You will see a vast list of digital assets, but these are the 3 that you can initially upload funds to your account. We strongly suggest that you consider using Bitcoin. Bitcoin for one very important reason. Their fees are probably much lower than Ethereum as well as USDT combined. Understanding, family, you have a choice. You can pick and choose any of these that you want. Now, how do you load these funds? You can simply click on this QR code. And many people are discovering the power of this QR code because it makes life so much easier. Or you can copy and paste your deposit address. Notice I said copy and paste. I did not say try to type it in. Now, these are the words from our master trainer, Mr. Cole Nicky Knox. Never, I repeat, never try to type in this number. If you try to type in this deposit code and you simply make what most people could say is a common error, and instead of putting a capital G, you put a lowercase g.
Yeah, just hold it however you want to see her.
You got a live mic, Nick. Instead of a uppercase G, you put in a lowercase g. Do you realize if you were trying to deposit $1,000 onto this account, what you have just done is bless someone else with $1,000? They don't even know you from a can of paint, but that money will be gone instantly because everything that we do is on the blockchain. And once you hit submit or once you hit send, that money is transferred to your account instantly. So once again, family, never, ever, ever try to type in this. Always copy and paste it. You can highlight it from the back to the front or from the front to the back. And once you've copied and pasted, always double check, if not triple check, the first 4 digits and the last 4 digits to make sure that you copied it correctly. Then once you've done that, family, now you're ready to go to work. Because all of these different assets can be loaded onto your account, but the initial funding of your account is going to be done with one of the 3 that we've just mentioned. Now we get a chance to come back to our state-of-the-art back office in this section at the bottom where you can become a member. Now, let me show you the power of what the company has done. They have enhanced even the monthly subscription. So now you can pick and choose. I want to do a 1-month subscription, a 3-month subscription, a 6-month subscription, or a 12-month subscription. All of those are your options, family. But the key is this. You definitely want to get that subscription out of the way because that subscription gives you the keys to the kingdom. Now you're in business for yourself, but never by yourself. Here's the thing I want you to understand. Once you fully loaded your account, and you have your account to where you subscribed and got your monthly membership, it becomes a 3-step process. These 3 steps will make you a small fortune if you simply follow this proven program. Step 1, activate your membership. We just took care of that, so we can check that box off. Step 2, basically accumulate as many digital assets as you possibly can. Understanding, family, you're not doing this for us, you're doing this for yourself. Every time you secure an asset for you and your family, you're building your family's net worth. You want to get as many of those assets as you possibly can. And then step 3 is the one that you're going to love. It's simply share this opportunity with others. And when you share with others and they see what you see, do you realize you're compensated instantly when they start securing assets? Everywhere you turn with this incredible opportunity, you win and you win. Understanding, family, everything that we just shared with you is available in your back office. Now, please take a screenshot of this because we call this your support card. And the key to this document right here, and this document will make you a small fortune if you can follow directions. See, the key, it tells you at the top, plug in and stay connected. Now, we call this your support card because everything that you need is right here in the center of the page. All of the functions on this particular support card take place on this goldrocks.info platform. There's the meeting ID here and the password. You can get back with the person who shared this incredible opportunity with you, and they will provide you with that password. It's a private password, and we want to safeguard this particular platform. But one of the things that we encourage each and every one of you to do is to plug in. You see, you build your business from event to event. You'll notice a calendar of events over here to the right. These events are how you build your business. We have live content, a minimum of 3 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can pick and choose to participate in whatever you want. There are so many different benefits of plugging into this system, but you're going to learn about some of these special events in just a moment. The thing that I want to encourage each and every one of you, everything that you see here is absolutely free of charge. All you have to do is plug in. 7 days a week, family. At various times throughout the day, we have numerous functions. And there's another section that I want you to pay close attention to. Down here at the bottom, there's an area that tells you about mywbw.net. That is Wealth Builders Worldwide's personal webpage, where everything that we've discussed today is available to you. You can get it in a print format. You can get it in a video format. What I'm telling you is we've eliminated any excuses to where you don't know what you need to be doing, because our system is available on that site verbatim that tells you every step of the way what to do next. And that is absolutely free of charge. All you have to do is register. You simply register for that site, then you will gain access to that incredible information. Now, family, you guys have been great, and I truly appreciate you allowing me to share. I get the good fortune of handing the mic back over to our incredible master trainer, Miss Nicole Nikki Knox. Miss Nicole Nikki Knox, you have the mic.
Hey, 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 Mr. Mike Johnson. Oh man, let me tell you something. I told y'all to buckle up that he was going to give you the information that you needed. Information that you needed to get properly get your prospects or your people that's been on the fence and just didn't understand how to set up what they needed to set up right. He took care of all that and some. Thank you, Mr. Mike Johnson. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get to these announcements, because after these announcements, we got the second half of the Onboard Live. And as I said, this week is Q&A week, family. Every third Sunday of every month, we have our Q&A week. You can send your questions all throughout the month, if you choose, to lifeisgolden24@gmail.com, and we will answer those questions live every third Sunday of every month. Now, if you send a question and there's a question that we may need to send you some information back right away, I monitor the email and I'll send back the information that you may need. But that does not mean that question still will not get answered live on Onboard Live, because I'm sure if you ask that question, there are probably thousands of other people that may have the same exact question. So, but know this, every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be here. And every Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you have Team Believe and Team KQ's very own crypto nurse, Miss Jocelyn Burrell, showing us time and money freedom. She's going to show you and me how to get paid 24/7 instantly in assets, family, all types of assets. Bitcoin, Ethereum, G999, USDT. I could go on and on about the assets that she'll show us how to get paid in 24/7 instantly every Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Take a screenshot, family. The Zoom ID and the passcode is on the screen in all caps. Freedom, because that's what it's all about. And then tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you're going to get that fast start training. You know, that platform that Brother Mike was talking about, where you go and you get all types of information all throughout the week, Monday through Sunday. They have something going on, a minimum of 3 hours of live information, presentation, elevation, inspiration going on daily for you to get started properly in this amazing opportunity. But tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you have the fast start training. If you were on that training yesterday, you've got an idea of what the fast start training is, because you have a vast array of talented leaders in our organization that will give you information or education, or allow for you to use the experiences that they have had and build yourself and your business. to where you want it to go. And that's what the Fast Start training is all about. It's on that infamous platform, goldrocks.info. To get the passcode, you got to get back to the person that invited you to this amazing opportunity, and they will give you the passcode to be live on goldrocks.info. Don't come empty handed though. You want to bring a pen and a pad because you're going to need to take some notes. And don't come alone. Invite all your team, every person on there. Send it out to every last one of them. Just like when you share this opportunity, you can't decide who's going to show up and who's not going to show up. All you can do is give them the information and let them make the decision to be there. That's what we do. That's how we do. Family, I hope you're ready because it's time for us to start our Q&A. Mr. Mike Johnson, are you ready? Because I'm ready. I hope you're ready.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Brother Eric Teray, we're probably going to need your assistance on a couple of the questions that we have, so I hope that you're available, sir. And I think we might, depending on what the time permits, we might give them a little taste of some Mike and Nikki. Because we gotta keep it live. We gotta keep that metaverse information in everybody's mind. Because the time is ticking, family. So let me get to the questions. And Mike, if you would like to say anything while I go to the first question, I'll get to that question and I'll be back on the mic.
Okay. Family, all I can tell you is when we say buckle up, understand that each and every one of your questions will be addressed. And as Miss Nicole Nikki Knox indicated to you, sometimes your questions will be addressed in a situation where, sometimes your questions will be addressed at one of our many quote unquote team belief huddles. Because if it's such a question that requires immediate attention, normally what will happen is Miss Nicole Nikki Knox will get back to you immediately, as well as we'll bring it up on the various huddles. So understanding when we get your questions, but we always go over those questions again on the third Sunday of each month. Why do we do that? Because your question could basically help, as Miss Nikki Knox indicated, thousands of others who may not have had the courage to ask that question. So we applaud each and every one of you who sent in your questions. And now, without any further ado, there's a list of different questions that we're going to address. And we did ask, if at all possible, Brother Eric, I know there may be one or two questions that you need to address as well, sir. So we'll be here. We'll have a live Q&A session here. And Miss Nicole Nikki Knox, back to you. And she may not be back as yet. So, Brother
Okay,
Eric,
I'm gonna give the first question that we know that Brother Eric is gonna be the one to handle this question because he has more information on it, a little bit more information, should I say. And then I'll get logged in for a couple of the questions that we're going to need live instruction. So
okay.
let's go to, let me see. We got a couple more that came in, so we got quite a few.
Okay.
All right. Let me find the one that I know he's going to be able to help us with.
Eric.
Yes. Where did it go? I have to find it now because
I believe it was something to deal with the commissions on the back end. Was that correct?
Yeah, let me see. I think that one might have been in the other part. Let me find that one. Thank you for there it is. I went right over it. There it is. Okay. So Brother Eric, are you available? Okay, so this question, the first part to this question is two parts to it, and you can answer. I'm gonna give you all three, and you can go into all three if you choose. But the first two, you would may have a little bit more insight on. The first part is, am I correct to understand that a 15% first line commission is paid to the sponsor and subsequent commission structure paid down through 9 levels, plus the same payout 9 levels applied to the mining and or brokerage yield of that certificate? That's the first question. The second one is pertaining to the first one. What percentage of the yield is commissionable? Is it paid daily, weekly, or monthly? And the last part is, what currency are metaverse commissions paid out in? The second part is, um, what percentage yield is commissionable from that, and is it paid daily, weekly, or monthly? Okay. And the last part to that was, I believe I have the answer to it, but you can finish out the question because you're doing so amazing. Is what currency are the metaverse certificates paid out in? Is that the mining and the brokerage? Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Nick, I think you're muted.
No, I didn't want the background to
Okay, no worries.
until I got to the next question. All right, so the next question is, um, someone sent in about the NFT. They said they had a new affiliate that, um, a new person that wanted to play the mining game with the new NFTs they have acquired, the Lydian Dwarfs. Is there a way they can play? They can start to play. So I already sent this person the answer back, but I'm going to give the answer live right now, and that is that the mining game can only be the mining game can only be played with Lydian lions. They cannot be played with Lydian dwarfs. Okay, Lydian dwarfs are not able to be exported over to Lydian world as of yet. So right now, the only NFTs that we have are the ones that you can play the game with, are the Lydian lions that you have exported over to Lydian world. Okay, so that's the answer to. Is there anything that I missed or you want to add, Brother Mike or Brother Eric?
Right on point.
All right, the next question involves some live demonstration. Someone had asked as far as being able to acquire G999. Now, they asked about acquiring G999 on GS Trade. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do a live demonstration of how to acquire G999 on GS Partners as well as GS Trade, so that everyone has the opportunity to see from both platforms. So let me share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So the first platform that we're on, as Mr. Mike Johnson said, if you look in the upper left hand corner, you'll see what platform you're on. We're on GS Partners right now. Now, if you're looking to acquire G999 on GS Partners, the first thing you want to make sure is that you have the currency that you're able to exchange for G999 on your platform. That being USDT, BTC, or ETH. So you want to make sure you have one of those on your platform before you go to exchange for G999. Then you're going to go to the control panel or menu bar, and you're going to click on financial. When you go to financial, you're going to go to exchange. And when you go to exchange, it is going to take you to where you can exchange for G999 or for Lydian status. Now, right now, depending on which one you want to do, this is set for Lydian status. But if you click the drop down over on your right hand side, you can select G999. You want to make sure you do that when you first come on. You want to go to your right hand side and you want to make sure you see G999 in this window. It's automatically set for Lydian status. So you need to go over, click on the drop down and select G999. Then you want to select the currency that you want to exchange for the G999. Now, there's a minimum of each currency that you have to have, and you want to make sure you have at least that minimum on your platform to be able to exchange. To find out what the minimum is, you just scroll down and it lets you know based on the currency that you select what the minimum is. For BTC, the minimum is 0.0001. There we go. For Ethereum, it's 0.001. And for USDT, it's $10 USDT. And it also has the maximum amount for each one that you can use. So I'm going to go ahead and select BTC, and I'm going to type in how much I want to. For today's purposes, I'm just going to do now to type it in, you're going to have to type in, you can't type point anything. You have to type a 0, then point, and then you type in the amount behind the point the decimal point that you want to use. I'm going to do 001, and it's showing that 001 will give me 3,177 G999 if I exchange it right now. I'm going to go ahead and click exchange. It's going to give me a summary, and it's going to say, are you sure you want to exchange 0.001 BTC? You will exchange it, and you will be credited, and it shows you how much G999. This changes every 5 seconds, so it's possible that the amount will change by the time you accept it. You click confirm, and now I have successfully exchanged 0.001 BTC for 3,177.11 G999 coins. Now, there's a way of finding out what that amount of BTC equates to in US dollars. You can go to the different sites that are available to get the conversion rate. You can go to CoinMarketCap. You can go to the BTC conversion calculator, and you can find out what that equates to in dollar amount, how much the dollar amount of BTC was that I used to get 3,100 and 77 G999. Now that's on GS Partners. Now, to do it on GS Trade, all right, you want to first go to, out of the way. There we go. Come on. There we are. You're going to go to markets. And again, as Mr. Mike Johnson said, you want to check in the upper left-hand corner to make sure you're on the platform that you want to do it in, which is Gold Standard Trade. Once you go to the market, you decide if you have BTC on your platform, then you want to choose the market of G999/BTC. If you have Ethereum on your platform, then you want to go to G999/Ethereum if you choose to. If you have USDT on your platform, then you can go to G999/USDT. It all depends on which currency you have on your platform. And for my suggestion, you also want to check to see the volume that has been going through those individual platforms to see what, how if your trade, if you're going to have enough volume moving in that market to get your, depending on the amount, to get your trade completed. Okay, so I'm going to go to G99 USDT. I believe I had some USDT on here. Okay, so once you go to that platform, you're going to scroll down and you're going to go to the buy and sell orders. Now, I'm looking to buy some G999. So if I'm looking to buy some G999, I need to see who is selling G999. So I'm going to go down to the sell orders because I'm buying. I need someone that is selling. So this is showing that there is one order in, and the person is selling 246,000 G999 at the price of 0.004231, which is a little over 4/10 of a penny. So I'm gonna click on that because that is the least amount. Sorry. That is the least amount that the person that I'm willing to pay. I mean, that's the most I'm willing to pay right now to get the G999. Now that changed. Let me see if I scrolled it or did it scroll on its own. I believe it did. There it is. There it is. You want to make sure you're at the top of it. So you click in here and you scroll it up so you can make sure you see how it's moving down. You want to make sure you're on the very top of that sell order box. So I'm going to click on that, which is the last sell order. And it's going to automatically populate it into the amount that I'm willing to pay. And then you just go about typing in, either you can type in max, which would use all of the currency that you have, or you can decide if you wanted to type in, let's say I only wanted to buy 5,000 G999. You type in 5,000 and it will let you know how much that would cost. And right now for 5,000 G999, it's going to cost me $21.15, well, rounded up 16 cents. Now, for me, there's no fee. That's because of a package that I received. I'm still getting no fee. There may be fees for some people on a flat platform, but you always want to look at this number right here because this is the final number of what you would be paying to exchange for the amount of G999 that you want. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to buy the G999. The order is placed. The order was successfully placed. Now, before I did that, I had 40,845 G999. I'm going to refresh my screen. And as you can see, the 5,000 G999 have automatically been added to my platform. Now, let's say I was putting in I decided I wanted to put in a number because I didn't want to use that number. I wanted to try to purchase the G999 for less. If I chose to, then you have the option of being able to type in the amount that you're willing to pay, and you can type in the amount of G999 you want to get. You always want to make sure, for me, I suggest you always use limit, because when you use market, you're at the mercy of what the platform decides the price is going to be based on how many G999 you purchase. So you want to make sure this toggle switch is always on limit. That way you can choose, even if you're going down here and choosing the last price of purchase, or that the person sold it for or bought it for. Even if you're going down here and you're clicking on this, still do limit, even though you're doing it from the last price, just so you still have that control over the price. Because if I was going to purchase 300,000 G999 and this person was only selling 241,722, that means I need more they're not selling as many G999 as I'm looking for. So the market is going to search for me for enough to give me what I'm looking for. And that may wind up causing me to spend more for my G999 if I don't set the price. Okay? So if you ever set an order and it doesn't show automatically in your currency that you're purchasing, go down, further down your thing, and you're going to look for my orders. You should see an open order down here, and it will correspond with the price that you put in, the amount that you were looking for, and it's going to say open. That's where you'll find any orders that you're looking for. So those are the two ways of acquiring G999, one on GS Trade and the other on GS Partners. If I missed anything, Brother Mike or Brother Eric, please step in while I get to this question.
You know you didn't miss a thing. But there is a request that came up, Nikki, that we can back up to the question that Brother Eric asked or answered, because someone texted in that they could not hear the answer to the question. Apparently, when we were live streaming, it did not pick up his answer to that question. So we could repeat that question, and you did a masterful job back in GS Trade. So thank you. But if we could repeat that question so Brother Eric can provide his answer, and we can make sure that it's streamed as well. Thank you, Nikki. And Nikki is muted.
Okay.
There you go.
You're ready to ask the question,
Okay.
Brother Eric. The first part of the question again is, am I correct to understand that a 15% first line commission is paid to the sponsor and subsequent commission structure paid down through 9 levels, plus the same payout 9 levels applies to the mining and or meta brokerage yield of that certificate? Second part, what percentage of the yield is commissionable and how is it paid? Daily, weekly, or monthly? Last part, what currency or metaverse commission paid out in? Brother Eric?
All right. Thank you. Can you hear me? Thank you. Can you hear me?
Thank you. Can you hear me?
And we can hear you now, sir. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
So
the
commission
structure
is in
place for the acquisition of the metaverse certificate. If you acquire the metaverse certificate and your sponsor will receive 15%.
Anyone
that you sponsored, if they acquire a metaverse certificate, you will receive the 15%. However, when it comes down to the unilevel pay structure
Once the certificates are active,
it only applies to the meta broker side of the certificate, where you will receive residual against the rewards paid out on the meta broker. You are a part of the same structured pay plan. It pays out as the rewards are applied. So if it's daily, then that payout is daily. You can withdraw every day, but your payouts can be daily, weekly, or monthly, depending on how the activity and the payouts are against what is earned. Okay, so that's that portion of it. Secondly, it does not apply to the mining certificate. The mining side of the certificate is only paid on for commission basis. Is paid on the acquisition of the certificate, and the mining certificate payouts are in Lydian stater currency, and the meta broker certificate is paid out in the Euro stablecoin, the G-Euro, the GEUR. Did that handle all aspects of the question, Ms. Knox?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
thank you.
Thank you.
And family, thank you for making me aware that it was not
that I could not
be heard. It wasn't audible. Back over to you, Mr. Johnson. Knox.
Okay, Nick, we can proceed with the other questions that we have. And once we finish with the questions, if you want to do a metaverse, we have that queued up as well. So what other questions do we have for this week? And you're muted, Nick.
She's
searching.
Okay. And thank you to each and every one of you who sent in questions. Understanding we're constantly adding new people to the family. So the questions are going to be pretty broad in nature. For those of you who've been around for a while, some of your questions may be a little bit more in depth, that may be a little over the heads of our new business partners, but we try to service everyone. Back to you, Nikki.
Okay. The next question is dealing with the GS Lifestyle Card. It was asked that how soon, when can you expect for the GS Lifestyle Card to arrive? And is it after your registration or after the KYC approval? Once you register once you complete the entire registration, which is on GS Partners, because see, you're doing the initial part for GS Partners, but then you have to verify everything on GS Lifestyle side. Once you verified everything on GS Lifestyle side, then you will be, they will send you a card, because they have to make sure of the person that they are going to be sending their product out to. So once you've done all of that, then your card will be shipped out. And it depends on where you are, but I'm going to say they were saying it would take several weeks. Most people have been receiving them within 2 weeks or less. Okay. So there's a range of time there of how long it could take. Now, the second question that was asked about the GS Lifestyle Card is, when would you have access to the platform? Once you have completed the KYC approval process for the GS Lifestyle Card, you're immediately able to log into the platform itself and utilize all aspects of the platform. You can upload funds to the platform. You can acquire different cryptocurrencies on the platform. You can utilize the concierge. You can utilize the rewards back program. You can utilize all of the other aspects of the platform. The only thing you won't have is a physical card yet.
May I add something to the first portion, Ms. Knox?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Generally, the production of the card
requires somewhere within a week or less.
So they
gave a
gave a 2-week window earlier
in the
development because it was always a week
for
for creating the card because the card has to be created to the specifications of
the
the holder.
So
So there's things that had to be imported and the chip has to be acclimated for that individual. So generally it was a week to create the card or process the card, and then the next week set up for the delivery. So that's where that minimum of 2 weeks was introduced. So the card now is created inside the United States, and has made it easier for a few people where we were normally receiving it after 3 or 4 weeks. Some people got as early as 2 weeks. So we don't have an etched in stone schedule as to when it ships out, but we do know that when it's sent out, it's just a range. We are guessing at best when we say 2 to 4 weeks, 2 to 6 weeks. But once you complete everything in relation to its KYC and all that's required for the GS partner side that allows you to finish it up on the GS lifestyle side, then once you've completed on the GS lifestyle side, as Ms. Knox indicated, then the entire platform is open up to you to work within the GS lifestyle membership prior to even receiving the card. Back over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And let me go. I'm going to find another question. Okay, someone asked the question about linking an NFT, linking their NFT to Lydian World and using BNB coin, and what would be the best platform to get BNB from. Now, I'm not sure what NFTs you're speaking of. If you're speaking of the Lydian line NFTs that have been that you've exported over, or your citizenships, but to do any of that, it's not about to mint them. You're going to need to have BNB on your platform, on the Lydian World platform. Now, you're also going to need to acquire BNB, and there are several different platforms that you can acquire BNB on. But I cannot say the best platform to acquire BNB on, because it depends on where you are located, because there are some platforms that are better than others for people. Like, for instance, I can get BNB on crypto.com, and someone in New York wouldn't be able to use crypto.com, or someone that's somewhere else that doesn't allow for them to use crypto.com wouldn't be able to get BNB on that site. I can get BNB on Binance US, but someone in a state that doesn't allow for them to use BNB won't be able to, use the BNB, and acquire, should I say, the BNB on US, the Binance US. So it really depends on where you are and which platform would be best for you. But you do want to make sure that you are acquiring. You need to get back to the person that sponsored you, or a person that you trust, and they can walk you through to show you what to look for as far as the correct type of BNB coin to acquire, because there are several different BNB coins, and there is only one that you should be acquiring. And I won't get into all of that right now, but you want to use the one that is for the Binance Smart Chain, and so that you can have the correct one. If you're going to do it on a You can also, I think you can also utilize MetaMask for some NFTs, but all of that is a little bit more in depth than we would go over here. And that would take a little bit more time. But if you were on that training yesterday with Stephen London Morris and you put in to get a copy of that training, he placed in there where there are videos that he put out on how to do different things as far as minting NFTs and stuff like that, and where to find what platforms to find BNB on, and all those different things. So you have a lot of information out there that you can utilize to walk through and take your time on getting the BNB that you want and doing what you want to do as far as your NFTs go.
Ms. Knox, if I can just interject as well, you might also want to go to Lydian World and investigate the ancient library. In that library, there's several tutorials on how to handle certain aspects of exchange, such as Pancake and how to link MetaMask wallets and the like. But Stephen London Morris has a YouTube channel, and if you go to his YouTube channel, you can gain direct access to tutorials he's put out along that line as well.
Awesome information, brother Eric. Thank you. See, teamwork makes the dream work. Thank you. All right, I think we have a couple of new questions that were sent in when Onboard Live first started. I'm gonna go to those questions now. Hold on. Okay, there's one that I'm going to come back to. It's one about strategies for the metaverse certificate. We can speak on that one when we go to the part of the metaverse. I'm sharing a little bit about the metaverse certificates. I'm going to check to see what the other one is. So I'll come back to that one. Okay, that other question, the person can just go follow the steps that I did as far as how to acquire G999, whatever it is that you're looking to do, you can do the exact same thing. So, Mr. Mike Johnson, if you would like to go into the slides that you have for the metaverse certificate, and I'll see if we answer the question in the presentation itself. If not, then I will ask the question afterwards.
Sounds like a plan. Give me 1 second. Can you see the screens, Nikki?
Yes, sir.
Okay. For each of you that may be new and you've heard a lot of buzz about these metaverse certificates, please understand in each metaverse certificate that you secure, you get 3 phenomenal benefits in one. They're calling it 3 wealth building strategies, but it's truly 3 bonuses in one. The first of those 3 bonuses is citizenship vouchers. You get a citizenship voucher that matches dollar for dollar the cost of your respective certificate. If you secured a $5,000 certificate, you get a $5,000 citizenship voucher. We're going to show you how those vouchers can be utilized to generate daily rewards in just a second. The second thing that you get in there, you get a Lydian Stater mining certificate. Now that's taking those citizenship vouchers and putting the rewards that you're getting on steroids. And then they have a third bonus in there for you. That third bonus is you get a Meta Broker certificate as well. That Meta Broker certificate is the one that Brother Eric was referencing when he spoke about the commissions that you'll be earning on the back end. Everywhere you turn with this incredible opportunity, you win, and you win. Now, family, a picture's truly worth 1,000 words. Those of you that are brand new, when we speak about citizenship, you have the ability to link into the Lydian world. In Lydian world, when you go over to your dashboard, the section to the left is considered your control panel. You simply click on where it says view my positions. When you click on view my positions, this happens to be one of the accounts that I manage, and you can see that this person is a citizen in several countries. Now, this is just a small portion of the countries that they're a citizen in. But when we speak about daily rewards, notice that any country has various amounts of rewards. So this is 4 unique income streams that you're earning from this country. But if you slide down to St. Vincent, for instance, St. Vincent has 6 unique income streams. And family, if you went to El Salvador, because each citizenship offers unique benefits. In El Salvador, you have 8 unique income streams that you can earn from. All I'm sharing with you is this: citizenship truly has its benefits. Now, that's the first bonus that you get. Excuse me. The second bonus, please take a screenshot of this. We encourage you to take a screenshot because this is a worksheet that we've created that we encourage you to sit down with you and your loved ones and decide what works best for you. Now, in this particular document, we specifically state the above document is for illustration purposes only. We are not financial advisors. We are not providing financial advice. What we have done with this worksheet, though, family, when you understand how it's created, it takes all the heavy lifting out of the program for you. All you have to do is focus on what is best for you and your family. If you focus on this column right here, what rewards will I receive? If I secure this certificate, I'll receive this reward. When you sit down and you understand what you have in the palm of your hands, then you can go to work. Now, I want you to take a screenshot of this because there was a specific training that went into this document in detail. We're not going to do that here, but we want you to have this so you can sit down and figure out what works for you and your household. But what we did discuss was there were 3 freedom numbers that most people gravitate toward: $500, $2,500, $7,500. Understanding that there's a metaverse certificate that will make this a reality for each and every one of these individuals. For instance, if someone needed to earn $500 a month, $500 a month is $6,000 a year, family. There's a metaverse certificate called Mercury. Mercury will not only generate a little over $500 a month, but it will pay you every 45 days. See, that's your harvest period. And understanding that that's going to take place for 30 months, that's 2.5 years. So when you do the numbers, understanding $484 every 45 days over the course of a year will generate $6,750, a little better than what that person was looking for at $500 a month. But keep in mind, for the total reward period, that's $16,000. Because you were smart enough to secure a Mercury certificate. Now, for those who think a little bigger than Mercury, the $2,500 person, that would be an Earth certificate. Understanding you're getting the Earth certificate for $1,500, which means you get $1,500 in citizenships. And when it is fully loaded, it'll generate $3,750. It's a little bit more than the $2,500 that he was hoping for. But here's the thing I want you to focus on. Every 45 days, that's $3,750 or $30,000 per year. Now, this reward period is 48 months. That's 4 years. You multiply 30 times 4, that's $120,000 over the total reward period. That's for those individuals who need to make an extra $2,500 a month. Now, for those who need to reach for the stars, and in this case, reaching for the stars is $7,500. That's walk away income. $7,500 a month, family, if you secure what we like to refer to as the Nikki Knox certificate. See, Nikki fell in love with that Jupiter certificate. Why? Because the price of the certificate is $5,000. You receive $5,000 worth of citizenship. So now you're getting income on a daily basis in the Lydian world. And when you fully load that certificate, family, it will generate $9,750 every 30 days. See, your harvest period changed when you get up into the Jupiter range. So what that actually equates to is $9,750 every 30 days, or $117,000 a year. And over the full period that you're going to be receiving rewards, which is 60 months, that's 5 years, that's over $500,000. That was just the mining certificate. Remember, I told you there were 3 bonuses in one. Well, see, there's also a bonus for those of you if you don't sleep on your broker certificate. Now, the broker certificate, family, it tells you right here, you receive a 100% load match. I want you to let that sink in for a second. Any amount of money that you put in, Mr. Joseph Hite, the chairman of the board, is going to match you dollar for dollar. Now, let's stay with the 3 certificates that we just talked about. The one that would generate over $500 a month, one would generate over $2,500 a month, and one will generate over $7,500 a month. So if you basically landed on that Mercury certificate and you get the broker in the Mercury certificate, if you wanted to load it to 40%, all you would need to do is put in $2,000. Why $2,000? Because Mr. Joseph Hite is going to match you dollar for dollar. So now you have $4,000 working for you every day. When they turn on the broker certificates, which is going to be July 1st, do you realize you can pull your profits out on a daily basis if you choose? Or you can do just as Miss Nicole Nikki Knox has suggested what the wealthy do. Take that money and reinvest it back into your business. Reinvest that money back and allow BD Swiss to continue to make more money for you. Then we have the $2,500 certificate. Well, excuse me, $1,500 certificate at 40%, that's $20,000. You put in $10,000, Mr. Joseph Hite matches you with $10,000. Now you have $20,000 working for you. And if you fall in love with that Jupiter, as Nikki Knox has, that's $80,000 if you put in 40%. Of the 40%, you would have to put in 40,000. Mr. Hite's going to put in 40,000. You got 80,000 working for you. Now, family, if you notice, we've talked about 40%. Why do we do that? Because we teach never let your minimums be your maximums. There's another little promotion that a lot of people are excited about. If you maintain, listen carefully, a minimum of 33% in any broker certificate for 18 months, the chairman of the board, Mr. Joseph Hite, said he will give you 3 times the purchase price of the certificates that you have. So in other words, you're going to get 3 times $99, 3 times $399 for a Mercury, 3 times $1,500 for an Earth, and 3 times $5,000 for a Jupiter, just by maintaining that 40%. And you keep it in there for 18 months. You're going to get that money back in 18 months, family. Everywhere you turn with these certificates, you win. Now, I know I went over this kind of quickly, but the whole purpose is just so you new people, you hear this buzz about these metaverse certificates. What we gave you was just a snapshot of what's available. I encourage you, get back with the person who shared this incredible opportunity with you and tell them you're interested in learning more about those metaverse certificates, because I do encourage each and every one of you to please take a screenshot of this. Sit down with the people that you care about most and ask them, okay, what would be our freedom number? And this is why I asked you to focus on this column here. This is walk-away income for a lot of people. And it doesn't matter which certificate you have your desires on. All you have to do is secure the certificate, then roll up your sleeves and go to work. We've done the heavy lifting for you. Figure out what works for you in your household. What number would make you sleep better at night? And go after that certificate. Now, I know I've kind of monopolized the conversation, so I'm going to turn it over to my incredible co-host, Miss Nicole Nikki Knox. Was there anything that I missed that you wanted me to cover concerning these certificates, Nikki? Nikki going once.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. So the question was, now the person that had the question, their question was they wanted to know about a strategy, right? And how they laid it out was, let's say they have 10, they've acquired 10 certificates, which equates to 20, 10 broker, 10 minor. And they said if they had, I don't want to put words in their mouth. Let me get the exact how they put it. Okay, so it's small certificates, and let's say they have $500 per month to load and or upgrade. They want to know what the strategies. They want to hear some of the strategies we have for that. Also, if they had $1,000 per month to load and or upgrade. So that is the question.
Which certificate were they starting with, Nikki?
They didn't say a specific. They said small certificate. So I'm gonna assume they may be talking about the $49 certificate.
Okay.
But they just want to hear what some strategies are if in fact they have $500 a month to fill or upgrade, and if they had $1,000 a month to fill or upgrade.
Okay, great question. And understand, as it says in red, we are not financial advisors and we're not providing financial advice. What we will share with you is this. The beauty of this document, it was created for brand new people. And it shows someone who's starting from scratch what they would need to spend to fully load any of the certificates that you see to the right. The fully load amount is right down this column right here. So I love this question because the question said if we have $500 and we're starting with smaller certificates, well, understand $500 would load a minimum of 2.5 certificates, fully load a minimum of 2.5 certificates. Why can we say that? Because you're pulling the 49 out of that because you already have the certificates. So if you have $500 to work with, because keep in mind, there's a little water in this number. It's less than $200. And all you're doing is taking G999 coins and loading those certificates, fully loading those certificates. Now, one thing that I want to share with you, we went over this in detail on that initial training. The number that I want you to pay very close attention to, the 2 cents a coin is available from the time that you fully activate it for 30 days. After that, it drops. It drops to 1.4 cents per coin. I can't stress that enough. So if you're looking at loading certificates, if you truly want to take advantage of that term known as leverage, I strongly encourage you to think about how many of these certificates can you load in the first 30 days. And again, I am not a financial advisor, and I'm not advising you on your finances. I'm telling you what I did. And what I did, as soon as I secured my certificates, I loaded them as quickly as I possibly could. And I love the second part of that question. What about upgrading? Do you realize you can upgrade any certificate to the next higher certificate? And you simply pay the difference. Here's the example. If you had a $49 certificate, you fully loaded it. Now, all of this is taken care of. You're going to receive $56 a month. You decide you want to upgrade to a $149 certificate. You pay the difference, $100. And I'm speaking from experience. Here's what you're going to receive. You're going to receive the upgraded certificate that you basically just fully loaded. In other words, you're going to receive an upgraded mining certificate. Now, notice that the full load amount changes. You get total credit for the $500. So now you only need to load of the 2,000, you need to load 1,500 more. When you load 1,500 more, now it's a fully loaded certificate. Again, I am not changing my tune. I strongly suggest that you focus in the first 30 days of fully loading that certificate. Now, the person that just asked the question said he had between $500 to $1,000. If he has 500, he's right in that wheelhouse because you take off the price of the certificate. And now you need about another $500 to fully load this. When you put another $500 and you fully load that certificate, your payout is going to be $200 every 45 days. And here's the part I want you to understand. You're going to get $1,600 per year. You basically 4x your money. That's the power of upgrading. And you can walk all the way up the ladder, all the way to a moon by doing it that way. Just remember, you get one certificate, not two. And then you have the ability to fully load that certificate. And I strongly suggest you focus on the first 30 days and load as many G999 coins in there as you can, because that's where leverage truly is working in your favor. You're going to either 4, 5, and in some cases, maybe even 6x your money. It all depends on the price of the coin at the time that you're doing this. Great question. Phenomenal strategy. I encourage you, if that's what you choose to do, I've been blessed to help someone else to do that very subject. That person is smiling from ear to ear today, because what she did was she took 2 certificates, fully loaded them, and then uploaded both of those certificates. And here's what she did. She uploaded the mining certificates first. Then she went back and she put about 50% in the broker certificates. You see, the mining certificates are the only one that's pretty much on a clock, because you have 30 days from the day that you activate it to take advantage of the 2 cents. Family, you have between now and July 1st to implement this program. We know between now and July 1st that 2 cents is on the table. If I sound like I'm speaking with urgency, I'm telling you what I know. That's what's on the table right now. We don't know what's going to happen after July 1st, but we know between now and July 1st, you have an opportunity to 4 or 5x your money. You can't get that anywhere else. So congratulations to that person with that question. Back to you, Ms. Nicole Nikki Knox.
That was the last of the questions, that metaverse certificate question. So that was the last of the questions.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Brother
Thank
Mike.
you. And let me want to stop this for 1 second, Nikki. And
Mr. Johnson, Ms.
Yes.
Knox, Sister Nikki, do you have your back office available? Can you bring up for a share of GS Partners?
Okay, 1 second.
Corporate has released another point of clarity that I want to bring to everyone's attention to review for themselves, as well as clarify the date. July 1st ends the promotion. The certificates become active July 2nd. So I don't want you to confuse yourself thinking you have more time than you have. So the sense of urgency that Mr. Johnson is describing is really there for those who are looking to position themselves in this opportunity quicker. If you would just go to my news and the news and updates there, and then open up the first announcement. And hopefully everyone can see it. It's clarification on the meta mining. This is the meta mining. This is the mining side of your metaverse certificate. Clarification on the meta mining, 100% match for certificates bought prior to June 15th. So many of us have been accumulating the certificates, and we've heard of the 100% match on the meta broker side. There is a 100% match for loading on the meta mining side of certificate as well, but only for those certificates that were purchased or acquired prior to June 15th. So make sure you read this and you incorporate it, if you choose, into your strategies for getting the best bang for your buck through all of it. How many more certificates can you activate knowing that you have the same type of considerations if you're dealing with certificates that you acquired before the 15th of June? That's what I wanted to share. Thank you.
thank you, Brother Eric. They,
Thank
as
you,
Nikki said,
thank you, sir.
teamwork makes the dream work. Yes, indeed. Miss Nicole Nikki Knox, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Was there anything else that we needed to cover concerning the questions today, Miss Nicole?
No, all the questions that were sent in were answered.
All right. Well, that means that we get a chance to go right here. I'm loving this recaps. Over to you, Nikki.
Well, family, the recap today is basically to go back to the Onboard Live Facebook page and 24/7, 7 days a week, and you can listen to today's Q&A session on Onboard Live. And if any of those questions that were answered live today is something that you needed to know, you have the opportunity to be able to go back and hear the answers live on our Onboard Live Facebook channel. And if anyone in your organization comes to you and has questions that were answered today, you can direct them to there as well. And as Mr. Brother Eric explained, go to your back office, family. Go in your back office. You want to get used to going there and visiting there a minimum of once a day, and not just going around and looking to see what assets you have acquired from your organization, but you want to click on that My News, and you want to just go in there and make sure that there's no new updates that the company may have placed in there, and you want to go back to the ones that are relevant now and read them over and make sure that you fully understand each and every update that is back there, so that you don't miss out because you were not fully understanding something. And once you go back there and you read it, just one time of reading it clarifies something that you were not clear on. So that is how you and I can mind our own business, by making it our business to do what we need to do to grow our business. And with that being said, family, that's my recap. Just keep yourselves connected, stay plugged in to everything that is happening all day, every day in Wealth Builders Worldwide, and you can help but win in this amazing opportunity. So I'm going to move on to the announcements to close us out so that we can get on to some income producing activities. And I'm sure there are quite a few fathers out here that might be sitting back waiting to be taken out for dinner, or some dinner being cooked, or some grills being fired up. So we're going to get them, we're going to release them from this part of the day so they can get their Father's Day on and popping. So at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today, Team Believe and Team KQ's very own crypto nurse, Miss Jocelyn Burrell, is going to show you how to get time and money freedom. She's going to present to you how to get paid 24/7 instantly in assets, family. Assets. Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT, G999, Lydian Staters, G Euros. Like I said, every time I turn around, there's some new asset that we get to acquire 24/7. Everyone is invited. Take a screenshot, family. The Zoom ID and the passcode is on the screen in all caps. Freedom, because that's what it's all about. And then at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this evening on our very own goldrocks.info page, family, you have our incredible fast start training. You don't want to miss it. You absolutely do not want to miss it, because you have no idea what information you will miss if you're not there at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. Now, to get the passcode, you have to get back to the person that invited you to this incredible opportunity, and they will give you exactly what you need to be live on that platform. Get back to the person and be there tonight with pen and pad in hand. Now, every Monday through Saturday and sometimes Sunday at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Brother Eric Teray Green's class is in session. That's where you're going to get some inspiration, some motivation, some education. You never know what you might get from classes in session. Brother Eric has an amazing way of finding exactly what we need when we need it. And you can get it too at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Monday through Saturday. You can find it on streaming live on various Facebook pages, as well as the Eric Teray Muhammad YouTube channel. You want to subscribe, like, and share, and be there, family, at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But after you see that, you might need to decompress like we do. And we'll see you on the Believers Huddle at 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Saturday. Take a screenshot, family. The Zoom ID and the passcode is on the screen. Look at that background, family. You see all of those beautiful individuals in the Team Believe Huddle screenshot that was back there. And most of those people aren't even on Team Believe. That's what Team Believe Huddle is all about. You don't have to be a part of Team Believe to be a part of the huddle. We just ask that you be a believer. And you don't know what it is you may get from the huddle, but trust me, be there and you'll thank me later. Now, family, this has been yet another amazing Sunday morning, yet another amazing Onboard Live. I have enjoyed myself, and my co-host, he delivered exactly as he always does every Sunday morning, family. We're here every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to give you all that you need. If you're new to GS Partners, if you're new to Wealth Builders Worldwide, if you need help getting started, join us.
I'm sorry, Ms. Knox.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Knox.
I
I
apologize.
apologize. I'm getting text messages.
Yes,
we are doing
the drive time
with Brother Eric Teray Muhammad tomorrow at 5 p.m.
And it's a
daily show launches tomorrow on the various Facebook pages. Just check your Facebook pages for various notifications. Back over to you. Thank you.
Do you have, Brother Eric, do you have a flyer that you can put up? I've totally forgot about that. We could have shared that as part of our announcement. Do you have a flyer for people to take a screenshot?
Currently, I do not.
I don't have access to it on the one that I could do it either. Oh man, family. Just look for the flyer. We'll have it. It will be shared on several Facebook pages throughout the day, and get a screenshot of that flyer so you can be on Drive. What is it? Drive at 5? Go ahead, Brother Eric. You think you something? You come up with them like that? Drive at 5.
Dr. Best named the program. It's Drive Time with Brother Eric Teray Muhammad.
All right, now Drive Time. That means you in your car, you in your university on wheels, and you can cut on Brother Eric Teray Muhammad and let him motivate you while you're driving home to get started on your dream. Because from 8 to 5 or 9 to 5, you may have to build someone else's dream. But after 5, it's on and popping. It's all about the dream that was in you that you want to build. Drive Time with Brother Eric at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on various Facebook pages. You will see it shared on many platforms. Family, I thank you all for joining us today on Onboard Live. Have an amazing, amazing Father's Day, an amazing, amazing Juneteenth, an amazing, amazing Sunday. Do that on purpose, because that's what it's all about, family. Freedom and loving life. Brother Mike Johnson, take us out so we can get some income producing activities done today.